Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday night.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First down. McFarland. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now Murray. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now a first down throw. Gone. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back to throw. Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run forward Barkley. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you a little bit.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
On second down, McFarland. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run on first down. McFarland, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. That is caught by Mitchell for a Miami touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Is under review.
Murray's pass complete to number 86.
Point after try forthcoming.
The kicker on for the after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Dolphins 14.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now Saquon Barkley. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun on third down, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Goff, and he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Barkley on the counter. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, McFarland, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On second down now, McFarland, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that That was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, McFarland, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that?
He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
3rd and long. It's gone. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Second and 10, Goff again. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He was looking for Landry that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, McFarland, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On second down, McFarland. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Strip that ball. Shift. Watch the shift.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Got an open man. That's Campbell. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Paris Campbell, as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I always think I just
that.
appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Go. Mark 59, Mark. Check 59.
Murray now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check it back, check it back.
Murray now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down now, it's Hall, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Catch made here by Campbell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. It's been a long day for you. Check safety, check safety.
This is Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Goff now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Out of the gun. Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on. The pickup, it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 19-yard line.
Go. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On second down, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. McFarland, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down, Murray. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here's Murray. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On second and goal. Murray, this will be caught just inside the 10. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. Murray now, third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 22, here's second and 8. Now gone. And he's able to find Wallace. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jets on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 4. A shotgun snap for Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Second down and goal. Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Both people are really happy about those picks.
And he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Throwing again, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. From 4 yards out, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Goff. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go, folks.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Mike, 51.
Back to throw it. Murray. Bryant has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray complete to Bryant. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Space to maneuver at the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Murray again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Get ready. White 20. 50. I'm scared.
On first down, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Turbo set. I'll get him.
To throw is gone. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the 50, it's gone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
We got this.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL